In Enugu State, the controversy surrounding the continued imprisonment of Bright Ngene has taken a new twist. His wife, Mrs. Munachi Ngene, has raised strong allegations that the Enugu State Government is deliberately frustrating her husband's release. According to her, despite the fact that Bright Ngene was duly declared winner of the Enugu South Urban Constituency seat in the House of Assembly while in prison, the Attorney General of the state has continued to play a major role in ensuring he remains behind bars.
I am Kachiku Benedict. We are here to register our peaceful protest to tell the world what has been happening in Enugu State for the past 1 year. The 28th of July 2024, Honorable Bright Ngene, the man that won the House of Assembly seat for Enugu South Urban, have been unjustly incarcerated. Right? Charges that were put on him were baseless. Judicial process were not followed, and in less than 2 weeks, judgment was dispensed. Yes. And the man has been in detention since then till now. Efforts to get this into the High Court have proved abortive because somehow judges are accusing themselves from the case day and night. The Chief Justice have refused to assign the case to a new judge. So ever since then till now, this man, Honorable Bright Ngene, had been in detention for no just cause. All because he won an election. Election that he won on the free ground where the people of Enugu South Urban gave him their mandate freely. The Judge, Honorable Justice Enugu, Honorable Justice Aja, these two fellows have recused themselves systematically from the case. In fact, Justice Aja, I remember very well, I think on the 12th or 11th of March, called for judgment. On the day of judgment, he then said he's recusing himself from the case. And ever since then till now, the case has not been assigned to any judge. That means this man has been languishing in jail for nothing. This is the highest point of injustice meted to anybody. We're crying, oh, Southeast have been marginalized all the while, but inside the Southeast, we keep marginalizing ourselves.
Mrs. Ngene insists that her husband's ordeal is politically motivated, describing it as a travesty of justice and an attack on democracy. She says the will of the people who overwhelmingly voted for him is being silenced by government interference. This revelation adds fresh tension to an already heated political atmosphere in Enugu as civil society groups and opposition voices continue to demand Bright Ngene's immediate release. For many, this case is not just about one man. It has become a symbol of whether or not the rule of law still holds weight in Nigeria's democracy.
I pray that the Lord will bless them. First of all, I want to thank the Honorable Minister of Science, of Innovation, Science and Technology in the person of Chief Uche Nnaji. I want to thank Senator Kelvin Chukwu, Honorable Chima Ato, Honorable Professor Paul Nnamchi, and our constituents for standing solidly behind us all this while. I want to thank them most especially on what happened on Saturday. They stood their ground and made sure that things were done right and properly. I want to thank them and pray that the Lord Almighty will bless them. Honestly, it has not been easy for me, particularly as the wife, taking care of the children alone, putting bills, and all of that. Honestly, it has not been easy for us as a family at large, but I thank God for being on our side. He has been so faithful to us. He has been sustaining us. Okay, some time ago, because before that time, before a committee was constituted, the Akuke people were having problem concerning sand revenue collection. So in order to handle the situation, a committee was constituted, and Bright Ngene was made the secretary of that committee. So the committee they were carrying out their duties. You know, they were meant to be collecting money. Money is, as in, they were meant to be collecting money, revenue money, into the central account, which will be used for the welfare of Akuke and Akuku-Wane community, because Akuke is made of Akuke and Akuku-Wane community. So everything was moving on smoothly until at a time when somebody went and got a court injunction stopping the committee members, because the person wanted them to wanted them to see him as the leader of the community, and they stood their ground. The committee members stood their ground. Say, this is a committee that has been set up to look into the affairs of Akuke, so that there will be peace. But this very individual went to court and got an injunction stopping them from using the money that before that time has been coming, because when they collect the revenue, they will lodge it into the central account. So the person went to the court and brought an injunction stopping the committee from making use of the money. So business must go on. You can't just hold everybody captive. So at the end of the day, the committee members came together and said, what are we going to do at this point? Because we can't just leave our community like that. We have to, daily activity, we have to carry out our duties, and it requires money. So at the end of the day, they decided that Bright, based on trust, that Bright will be the person to hold this money for them, so that whenever they want to make use of it, with regards to, community expenses, this is the only person that we can give it at the end of the day. He will account for it. So that was how they asked Bright to submit his account number. He submitted his chambers account, and money was coming into that account, and the committee members were using the money to run the activities of the community. So at the expiration of that committee's tenure, they made an account at the village square in Akuke, presented the account to the whole community, telling them that their tenure has come to an end. This is how all the money that came into Bright's account was spent by the community members. So after that, the Igwes and their cohorts, I will say, went and took the matter to court.
When did they take this matter to court?
Just will I say some few months after the expiration of the committee tenure. They went to, first of all, to police. Before you know it, they charged the matter to court. But at a particular point in time, the case stopped. Nobody talked about it again. But all of a sudden, immediately Bright won election. The matter resurrected again. We started going to court. In fact, the last magistrate before that sat on the matter looked at this issue and said, this is community issue. You people should go to multi-doc and sort it out. There is nothing here. You are brothers, there is nothing here. It's just a kind of community issue. Go there and sort it out. So we were still planning to go to multi-door court. All of a sudden, we received a letter that the Attorney General of Enugu State has taken up the matter. My husband, they gave him and summoned him in court before Magistrate Idiom. My husband went there. They started the matter. In fact, the matter was coming almost in two days. Coming up in two days. So at the end of the day, even the town union, the two town union of Akuku and Okuku 1, they were in court telling the magistrate, these people did not do anything. When we came to power, they handed over the report to us. And mind you, this is the only committee that finished their tenure and left millions in the central account. When I mean, they were the only committee that
left some money,
millions of money in the account, and that money is still there to date. So immediately Owu took up the matter, and the town union president, the two town union president appeared before him and said, leave these people. He continued.
Okay, the people that brought the case said the case should end.
The people that brought the case wearing the people that were in power that time, because as at that time they have their town union. At the expiration of those town union that worked with you with them, they elected the new person. Yes, they elected two town union president, one representing Akuke, another president. Because when you take off office now, all the matters, it's the office that takes matter to court, not the individual.
Okay, I understand. We will explore the legality of the matter when we are talking with a barrister. But what we want to get is, how did we jump from, okay, the community this to the point of going to prison?
Ordinarily, this matter is a community matter. It's a community matter. I don't see why the Attorney General of Enugu State should involve himself in a community matter. The issue we are talking about is the Akuke issue. He's not from Akuke. So why did he come and hijack the case? Because the 2-year union said these people did not do anything. Stop the case.
Okay,
and they continue. Let's
understand. Okay, since the magistrate made the judgment, has there been appeals?
Of course.
What is stalling the appeal?
First, the matter was called off before Justice Ezubu. That was in August last year, when they were on vacation. The day we came, Justice Ezubu told us that he's not the one that's supposed to handle this case, that the judge that's supposed to handle this case is on vacation. So that he's going to give him the fine when he resumes work in September. Then in September, we appeared before Justice Aja. And Justice Aja sat on this matter for 3 months. At the expiration of 3 months, he said that he's going to give his judgment on the 11th of March. That day we came. When we came, all of a sudden, because we are so expectant that he's going to do the needful, having been saying that there is nothing here, there is no serious issue here, there is a fact, he will grant that he will do this. So we were so hopeful. Only to our disappointment, when we came, he said he's rescuing himself from this matter. Okay,
so the judge recused himself from the matter?
Yes, and told us that he's going to take the file back to the CJ.
The Chief Justice of the state?
Of the state, that he's going to return for reassignment.
And has the case been reassigned till now?
Since 11th of March this year, up to date, nothing has been done. In fact, our son has written to CJ 2 times. He has not replied. Release this, assign this, reassign it. They brought it to you for you to reassign it. Why are you keeping the file? Up to date, so the matter has not been reassigned to any court.
The Chief Justice of Enugu State has not reassigned this particular matter since the 11th of March 2025?
Yes.
Okay.